Hello and welcome back to the DJI Agras T100 learning course by TerraXplore. I'm Dean and I'll be taking you through the flight parameters and flight safety for the DJI T100. This is basically the factors that will affect how your drone actually flies the route after you've created the boundary for it. So like I said, you've created your boundary and flight plan, and now you have to adjust how the drone will actually perform during the flight. This includes stuff like your payload weight, your rate of application, and your flight speed. We'll also get into other details like obstacles that might be in the way or your battery temperature. These factors will greatly affect your flight safety, and you should really consider them before and during every flight. So for one, try to keep your drone under 45 feet per second when you're applying or when you're flying it. If your drone crashes while it's flying at 45 feet per second, it voids your warranty. And basically, at this speed, the drone is so big and heavy that the obstacle avoidance system will become much less effective. And also, you as a human are much more prone to errors. You increase your chance of crashes, just like if you're driving a car. You know, when you're driving faster, you have less time to react. Next is the rate of application. So this will tie into your flight speed and your payload, but basically it's just how fast your drone will be dispensing its payload. Your rate of application will vary depending on your circumstances, so I can't really say much about this. It depends on what crop you're spraying for, what substance you're spraying, and how much material you have loaded into the tank already. Payload, this is a big one. The larger the payload, the faster your battery will drain, and then overloading the drone may result in the drone running out of battery before it can land safely. So, also, a high payload can result in your battery overheating, which can cause all sorts of problems. A larger payload, over 80 kilograms or 20 gallons, requires a higher rate of application and speed in order to kind of safely dispense it in time. So, if you have a high payload and you're moving kind of slowly, it's going to result in the battery draining pretty quickly because the drone is just lifting that much weight for a much longer amount of time. So a smaller payload is better if you want to fly and apply at a slower, more careful pace. So I probably wouldn't load the tank more than like 60% if you want to fly kind of slowly and carefully. And don't hover your drone for too long, especially if you have a heavy payload, because that'll drain the battery and heat it up pretty quickly. So battery temperature, I keep mentioning this. Keeping an eye on your battery temperature is a pretty good idea while you're flying. If your battery temperature is climbing up past 85 degrees Celsius, 185 Fahrenheit, you probably need to land your drone and let it cool down. At 95 degrees Celsius or higher, the 2160 intelligent flight battery will literally lock itself to prevent cell damage, and this could cause your drone to literally fall out of the air. So keeping an eye on your battery temperature is a really good choice to improve the longevity of your drone. Overheated batteries can result in lockups, damaged cells, swollen batteries, and even mid-flight shutdowns, as I mentioned earlier. All right, power lines and trees. Make sure to mark power lines as obstacles. The T100 has obstacle avoidance, but it'll never ever be 100% accurate, and trusting it too much could result in disaster. Relying on it to ascend or duck over power lines is pretty bad practice. Colliding with a power line under any circumstance will void your warranty for this reason. So make sure you always mark those as obstacles so your drone just doesn't ever fly near them and doesn't have to duck or avoid them. Same thing as if you're flying in manual, it's just better to avoid them. Keep trees well outside your boundary set. Crops that are directly beneath trees don't really have amazing odds, so it's not really worth risking your drone to like applicate on them. Flying beneath tree branches is always going to be pretty dangerous. And then flying fast, like I said before, will make it much less likely for your drone to be able to avoid these tree branches that could be poking out. And now we'll demonstrate how to change these settings and what it looks like when you're actually adjusting your flight parameters on the drone controller. Okay, hello. We are back on the drone controller. Let's hit begin here, and I'll show you how you can change these flight parameters. You can ignore these warning signs because the drone, I'm right next to it, it's in the warehouse right now. So I've already set up a task here. I've showed you how to create a border, but this is going to basically show you how to change the parameters. So let's exit. You click on the task, or you can go into this menu and click on it. and you hit use in the bottom right. And this will show you everything I just showed you. The application rate, how fast you want to spray your material, the droplet size, so you can do very coarse big drops or very fine tiny drops. Flight speed, we're going to keep it at 20. Height above crops, the standard you want to do is 10 feet above the crops while it's spraying. And then route spacing, like I showed you before, is going to increase how much the drone moves between spaces. The largest, of course, the maximum swath is 42 feet. We'll keep it at 25. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Click on the field you want to do, hit use, and then you can change the application rate, change the spray droplet size, the flight speed, height above the crops, and the route spacing. And then you can hit start, and the drone will actually start doing the flight. But before we do that, you can see here we have our payload, and it says max payload 26 gallons, 100 kilograms. And then here you can see your battery level and your temperature. And you can see, as I showed you in the presentation, the max is 194 degrees Fahrenheit. If your battery is getting this high, getting this hot, you gotta land your drone. That's pretty treacherous territory. And then one more thing I want to show you is here with flying, your departure and return to home settings. So when you want your drone to come back, let's say it's getting too hot, you hit the home button. The return to home settings, you can set the speed independently. So it flies the field at 20 feet per second, but you can have it fly back to you at 40 feet per second because it's not going to be spraying anymore. And you can also change the altitude at which it flies when it's coming back to you, right? Pretty cool. So you can make it go up 10 feet and start flying back to you faster. So that's a cool feature, and it'll help you save your drone or make it just come back faster, make your day a little shorter. So yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.